Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a deep dive into one of the most mysterious and powerful weapon systems in modern military history. A system that has been surrounded by secrecy, speculation, and strategic ambiguity for decades. Israel's Jericho Missile Series. Often described as the silent backbone of Israel's nuclear deterrent, the Jericho missiles embody a mix of cutting-edge engineering, regional necessity, and carefully cultivated mystery. In this comprehensive breakdown, we will be looking at everything from the external design features and internal technology to performance capabilities, safety measures, unique selling points, the price and cost considerations, and finally, a conclusion about why the Jericho series is seen as such an essential part of Israel's defense posture. When you first think about the Jericho missile, the exterior design may not be the flashiest in comparison to some of the world's most publicized missile systems, but appearances can be deceiving. The Jericho's outer body has evolved significantly across its three major generations. The earliest Jericho I was a short-range ballistic missile with a simple cylindrical body and stabilizing fins that reflected 1960s missile technology. Over time, however, the design grew more sophisticated, with the Jericho II eliminating external stabilizers in favor of more advanced internal guidance and stabilization, and the Jericho III adopting sleek, finless bodies designed for maximum aerodynamic efficiency and long-range travel. The exterior reveals a focus on stealthy deployment and hardened structure, meant to endure long storage times in underground silos or mobile launchers, while remaining ready for rapid use. The sheer size difference between the models also speaks volumes. While the early Jericho I was under 15 meters long and had a relatively limited range, the Jericho III is believed to measure closer to 15 to 16 meters and carries the kind of weight and payload capacity associated with true intercontinental ballistic missiles. This progression shows how exterior design has been adapted not only for range but also survivability and credibility. Inside the Jericho missile is where the true secrets lie, though exact specifications are closely guarded. What is known is that the internal systems reflect decades of careful technological evolution. The Jericho I reportedly relied on relatively simple inertial guidance systems, not particularly advanced by today's standards but effective for its regional role. The later models, however, incorporate far more sophisticated electronics. The Jericho II and especially the Jericho III are believed to contain hardened electronics designed to resist jamming, electromagnetic pulses, and countermeasures. Fiber optic gyroscopes, satellite navigation support, and digital control systems are likely all part of the package, ensuring that the missile not only travels vast distances, but does so with extreme accuracy. The internal fuel systems have also changed over time, with a move towards solid propellant motors that enable quick launch readiness, longer storage, and reduced maintenance requirements compared to liquid-fueled rockets. This internal shift gives Israel the ability to keep missiles on standby for years and then launch them with minimal preparation, a vital feature in an environment where seconds can determine survival. The Jericho series truly distinguishes itself when it comes to performance. The Jericho I, developed in the 1960s with French assistance, had a modest range of about 500 kilometers, just enough to strike nearby threats. By the 1980s and 1990s, Israel had introduced the Jericho II, with a range estimated between 1,500 and 3,500 kilometers, giving Israel the capacity to reach targets far beyond its borders, and even into parts of Europe, North Africa, and Asia. The leap to the Jericho III, however, was a game-changer. Most credible estimates place its range somewhere between 4,800 and 6,500 kilometers, possibly more, depending on the payload. That means Israel theoretically has intercontinental reach, able to strike not just regional adversaries, but potentially global powers if the need ever arose. Payload capacity is another important performance factor. While details remain classified, analysts estimate the Jericho III can carry between 1,000 and 1,300 kilograms, allowing it to be armed with either large conventional warheads or, far more likely, nuclear warheads. It is widely believed that Israel possesses a nuclear arsenal of between 80 and 200 warheads, though the country maintains deliberate ambiguity on the subject, never officially confirming or denying it. The Jericho series, therefore, provides the reliable means of delivery that makes that arsenal credible. In terms of speed, accuracy, and re-entry technology, the Jericho III is thought to use multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles, or MIRV, which would allow a single missile to deliver several warheads to different targets, greatly complicating enemy defenses. For such a powerful system, safety features are critical, and Israel has been meticulous about incorporating safeguards that minimize risks while ensuring readiness. First, the command and control systems are designed with multiple layers of authorization to prevent unauthorized use or accidental launch. Only the highest levels of Israel's defense and political leadership would have the codes necessary to arm and deploy the missiles. Second, the storage and deployment methods themselves serve as safety measures. By housing some missiles in hardened underground silos and others on mobile launchers, Israel can both protect them from preemptive strikes and keep them under secure guard at all times. Solid fuel propulsion adds another layer of safety, reducing the risks associated with volatile liquid fuels and ensuring that the missiles can be stored safely for long periods. Finally, the missiles are believed to be equipped with fail-safe mechanisms to prevent detonation if something goes wrong during launch or flight. These safety features may not be flashy, but they are crucial in ensuring that Israel's deterrent remains both credible and controlled. What makes the Jericho series uniquely compelling is the combination of power, secrecy, and strategic ambiguity. Unlike many other nuclear powers, Israel has never conducted an open missile test with public announcements, parades, or displays of its nuclear delivery systems. The Jericho missiles have been tested discreetly, often without official acknowledgement, leaving adversaries guessing about their exact capabilities. This ambiguity itself is a unique selling point. It keeps potential enemies uncertain, and therefore cautious. Another unique feature is the flexibility of deployment. Unlike some countries that rely solely on silo-based systems, Israel has invested in both underground silos and mobile launchers, ensuring survivability even if one method is compromised. Mobility gives the system flexibility, allowing missiles to be moved, hidden, and redeployed in unpredictable. Furthermore, the range of the Jericho III sets Israel apart in its region. No other Middle Eastern country possesses intercontinental range ballistic missiles with nuclear capability. This unique ability projects deterrence, not only regionally, but also globally, effectively making Israel part of the small club of nations with true second strike capability. When it comes to price, the numbers are elusive because the program is highly classified, and Israel does not publish details about its nuclear weapons infrastructure. However, we can make educated estimates. Each Jericho III missile is likely to cost tens of millions of dollars, with total program costs running into the billions. The development of advanced propulsion systems, guidance technologies, underground silos, and mobile launcher vehicles requires immense investment, yet the price tag cannot be measured solely in terms of financial cost. For Israel, surrounded by adversaries and with a small geographic area vulnerable to even limited attacks, the cost of not having a reliable deterrent would be incalculably higher. Thus, the Jericho series is seen not as an optional expense, but as an existential necessity, one that ensures national survival in the event of a large-scale conflict. Pulling everything together, the Jericho Missile Series stands as one of the most important, though least openly discussed, missile programs in the world. Its exterior has evolved from simple early designs to sleek, long-range platforms capable of global reach. Its interior reflects decades of quiet technological advancement, with hardened electronics, advanced guidance, and solid fuel propulsion. Its performance capabilities rival those of established nuclear powers, offering Israel not just regional but intercontinental strike potential. Its safety features ensure that this power is controlled, secure, and reliable. Its unique selling points, strategic ambiguity, flexible deployment, and unmatched range in the region make it not only a deterrent but a psychological weapon that influences the calculations of friend and foe alike. Its price is steep, but its value to Israel's security is beyond measure. In the end, the Jericho Missile Series is not just another weapon system. It is Israel's ultimate insurance policy, a symbol of survival, and a tool of deterrence that has helped prevent major wars by ensuring that any potential aggressor must think twice before acting. It represents the intersection of secrecy and strength, a quiet but powerful presence that underscores Israel's determination to defend itself at any cost. For the outside world, much remains unknown, and that is precisely how Israel intends it. By maintaining ambiguity, by never fully revealing the scope of its capabilities, Israel ensures that the Jericho series remains not only a technological achievement, but also a strategic masterpiece. And as long as tensions continue in the Middle East and beyond, the Jericho missiles will remain at the heart of Israel's security strategy. That wraps up our deep dive into Israel's Jericho Missile Series. If you found this exploration insightful, stay tuned for more breakdowns of the world's most influential and secretive defense technologies, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next analysis.